Alright guys, I'm really bringing the 928 videos to you. As promised, here's a follow-up video on the install of the high torque starter and also the high output alternator from 928 Motorsports. So take a look guys, everything's installed. There is the new starter and fits really well and works extremely well. And I'll start the car up here for you guys in a minute so you can see the readout on the voltmeter on the dash. But here's a good view below the car, and this alternator is smaller and it gives a little bit more space behind it, as you can see here, and doesn't require the big plastic vent like the stock alternator. So you can kind of see how it all fits, lines up really well, and is a really nice piece. And certainly the car is going to benefit from having a high output alternator, all the charging systems. So that was good. And here is the 928 Motorsports starter all installed and clocked in the right position. Hope you can see that. And yeah, everything fits really well. I cleaned all the wiring, I cleaned all the terminals while I was at it, and there's good clearance. Lots of clearance from the sway bar. As you can see, the stock starter actually goes all the way to the sway bar right here. And one thing that I did do just to prevent the stock wiring from sitting on the sway bar is I oriented them in such a manner that they're not resting on anything that could eventually cause the insulation to wear out and damage the wires over time with the vibration of the engine and the car. So one thing that I did do tonight was I made this bracket right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's this bracket right here, and it's just an L bracket that I made out of aluminum, and it attaches to one of the oil pan bolts. I hope you guys can see this. I'll try and get it to the point where you can see it. And there you go. And it uses one of the clamps, the stock clamps right here, and just a simple 90-degree bracket, nothing too complicated about it. It took me about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes to make. And what it does, it actually helps support these heavy positive cables, the orange cable here, one from resting on the sway bar right here, and also resting on the wires here. So anyway, just some advice there, and some things I did to kind of neaten things up and improve how things are. And then I rewrapped the ends of the wires here with new insulation on the actual outer jacket. So that all looks good. So anyway, and here is the new Goodrich clutch line that goes from the slave all the way to the chassis right here. I bled the clutch last night with my Motive pressure bleeder, and that worked out well. So anyway, let's fire up the car. And you can see I also cleaned my oil pan too, because it was dirty. Anyway, let's fire it up, and you can hear how the car sounds. Grab the keys. Hear how the car sounds with as I crank it and it fires up, and then you can see the register on the voltmeter on the dash. So again, the car doesn't have an interior because I'm redoing it right now, so pardon that, but here we go. Okay, so I guess I should connect the battery first. So let me go ahead and connect the battery. All right. Okay, so much for that. Okay, Let's get back here. Battery's connected. Let's try that again. Sorry about that. All right. Okay. One more time. Okay. Here we go. All right. So I think you can see 14 volts, fired up nicely. Car sounds great. And I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks.